Hi, we're from the South Brevard Coin Club, and I'm Tim. I'm part of the club, and we've got Paula and Betty, and this is Bruce. And we've brought some different kinds of coins here for you to look at this morning as we go along. We meet over at the South Brevard, or at the Satellite Beach Rec Center, but on the fourth Tuesday of every month at the Century Library, just down here, we have, it's called Coin Talk. It's at 6 o'clock. And at the Century Library. So if you were here and you wanted to maybe go over, if you have ability to do that, think about that too. So that'll be in about 10 days or so. The United States yet, but the first thing I got, this is, you've heard of the 8 real, the Spanish dollar. This is a Spanish dollar. And it's from, it was mined in Bolivia, South America, and it's up way high, almost 14,000 feet. Was where the city was. That's like way above the tree line. And it's called a Potosi. Yeah, thank you very much. The mining was really tough work, though. A lot of people got hurt, a lot of people died, things like that. And they also would get pneumonia and even mercury poisoning up there. So there was all of that. But this back in this time, the international trade, they didn't want any paper currency. You traded in gold or you traded in silver. So this was, 8 real was actually pretty much the money for international trade for many centuries. This was the #1 coin on this. But does anybody know there's a city in New York? What was New York before it was called New York? Anyone know? Yeah, who said that? She wins. It's New Amsterdam. The Dutch were over here at that time too, especially up in the New York area. And so this is another attempt at world currency. It's the lion dollar. It's from the Netherlands. And it's a lion dollar. And this is from around cent, and with the half cent, because all the Spanish dollars are going around and the reals, a real was 12.5 cents. So you needed a half cent. If you got American money and you got to go Spanish money and you're kind of going back and forth that way, you can go ahead and do that deal. It's at, remember, 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits a dollar, like 2 reals is a quarter, 4 is 50 cents, and on like that. So it was important that way, but also like a half cent, that'd be worth kind of 20 cents or so now, so you could actually go and buy things for a cent. And then
in 1903, Teddy Roosevelt was elected president. He took office the next year, and 2 years later, after going through making the country great again, he looked at the coins and said, I think his exact words are, "These are the most atrocious looking coins I've ever seen." And he said, so he brought in, he told Congress, he says, "I want to bring over a gentleman that's in France. He's the #1 designer of coins in the world. And his name is Augustus St. Gaudens." And he brought him over in 1903, but he didn't produce a coin until 1907. So he was the 1908. That's a gold coin. And it's fairly valuable to me. This one is the first ones he designed, and what he did was he came up with what was a walking lady, okay? Because he saw the Statue of Liberty and said, I'm going to make a coin in sort of her image. So if you look at this, on the back of it, that's the front is the Standing Liberty, and at the bottom is this is the morning sun, the glare of it coming off of the ground, and this one is the American coins today are graded 1 to 70, so you won't find anything rarely under a 30, but 70 is the top. That is a pure 100% satisfactory coin. The back of this coin, this one is a 1908D, and it is there are a grading system that goes from MS 60 to MS 70. This is called an enclosed coin, and it's not made by printing by a press. It's made by hand. So the coin is about 1/8 of an inch thick, and then everything is dug out by human hands.
Right. The coins that Mel Fisher, I've only been down to his place once. I think the coins that he has come out of the Spanish galleons, and the Spanish galleons were much later because they were coming from the New World. So these coins that are being made here, this coin in particular, remember, Gaius Julius Caesar, okay, lived from 100 BC to 44 BC, okay? And these coins this coin was made, they think, about 48 BC. So all of these coins are far before, Mel Fisher or anything in the New World, okay? There were 3 history areas in Roman history. The Roman government lasted for 2,200 years. We think we've accomplished something, right? That we made it 200 years. No, these people made it 2,000. Okay? And I bet you I'm going to say some things, and you're going to tell me you know it. Okay? After the kings, there came a republic. And after the republic came the empire. Right?
Has anybody ever heard of hobo coins? The hobo nickels, they were back mostly during the Depression era when actually the hobos would take a coin and carve on it Unfortunately, I've only learned of these since I've been in the coin club, and I don't have any that I have. I do have some pictures, but what I do want to show is I do have a George Washington with a coronavirus face mask. So I will let that out. I'll put that out there for you to look at. And also to wrap up, as part of our coin club, we do have a lot of these coin holders. I've got a lot of different denominations, a lot of different coins that you might have. You're certainly welcome to help yourself to any of these. I'll leave them out up front up here. And if you do have a lot of coins, like I know some of you do, you can start either putting them in the holders. Some of them you may already have holders, but I do have these, and you're welcome to help yourself.